Hi guys, this is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do it. And if you get anything from my work, it connects on an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create. Please consider supporting my artwork and myself. All the linkadoos are in the description, and check out my website, AllyKatCreations211.com is where you could see all the pyramids that I make and all the paintings, all the drawings, all the candles, all the things that I make are on that website. And if you're interested in purchasing anything, please email me. That's the best way that you can get prices and products. 3D memberships is another way to support this channel and to help me help myself. Gotta love that. Um, you guys, if you are a channel member, you get channel member only content. So once a week, I do oracle card readings, and that is not tarot. That is me channeling spirit, giving you advice for your life. It's broad based. It's not what are you doing tomorrow? So check that out. And I also do raffles once a month. I give away epoxy stuff, paint and sip paintings, and a lot of other fun things. And you, as a channel member, get a free entry into every one of the raffles that I pull. So check that out. Allergies, gotta love them. So today I took a photo of my backyard a year ago, and I love the colors. I love the composition, so I'm gonna recreate it here. Once again, this is a larger canvas. I ran out of some canvas. I have small ones, but they're not just gonna do it justice. So I got a bigger canvas today. It is black gessoed. Uh, that's not going to affect anything. It's just the background. Um, yeah. If you want to paint with me today, you're going to need a smock. This is my kitty cat smock. You're going to need paper towels, acrylic paints, a cup filled with water with paintbrushes. And I use a whole plethora of paintbrushes. You can go to the dollar store and get yourself a package of an array of different sizes and shapes, whatever is in your budget. Um, Today we're going to use black. This is acrylic paint, fuchsia or magenta, pink, purple, whites. I got a darker plum purple and a light purple, and I may mix some yellow and orange into the mix. But we'll see how I feel with this. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. Of course, I'm going to do my own version of my own photo that I took. And maybe switch up some of the trees but I really like the coloring of the sky. So we're gonna mix some gray, add some purples in here and go from there. But I might switch this up, but I like the feeling of it. So that's what I'm looking at. I took that photo. It's not something from online, which I really don't do anything really offline. So get yourself settled. This is my coffee. This is my sip. I don't sip alcohol, but you can put some binaural beats on, put some of your favorite tunes on. I unfortunately can't do that on YouTube, but I got the washing machine behind me. That's my sound. Make sure you are nice and relaxed and calm. This is supposed to help you chillax. So as this is a bigger a bigger canvas, get myself adjusted in my chair. This is tobacco, by the way. It calms me down, keeps me. Oh, I have to open some of these. Oh, that one's open. You also want palette paper, or you can have, oh, it's all the way over there, a palette to hold. You can have a paper plate or whatever have you. It doesn't matter. Like all my paintings, I'm going to focus on the background first, and we're going to build it up. This is why you need a paper towel. I'm going to mix some of my colors up. I'm just adding a lighter, different pink, some magenta. I'm adding white to pink. Pink to purple. Get some white in there. If you run into the problem where your paints are watery, like these are very watery type of paints, you might gonna have to put in, and we're doing layered on the background, so don't you worry. Of course. We'll try. So that what you want to do is just take your different hues of purple and pink and run it across your canvas. And you kind of want to blend it in. Now this is just the background. We're going to add more ambery tones and hues. We just need to get the background covered, and this has to get fixed. Yeah, you see why you wear a smock, but So I am going to add some amberish hues in here, but this is like the back tone of yes. So this is just the background, and we're going to add a little bit more on the hues of um more ambery colors. So ambery would be mixing reds and orange and yellows together. But we want to wait for this to dry so that we can come back in with more of that glow. But we're going to build on this. So make sure you're taking a sip. I needed that. Um, when it's not so sheen in the light, then you can go back into it and how you want to make some amber before we take a little bit of a break. Of course, Miss Allison did not open this paint. Make sure your paints are open. This paint set was donated to me. I'm very thankful for that person for doing that because everything's expensive in the world. So that's like more of an amberish color. Sometimes you got to play with color. I mean, you could work wet on wet. There's this pink. It's a little different. So we got that going on. We're gonna let that dry. I know I said that the last time. I lied. Sorry. But we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna add some movement in the clouds and then the sky, add and more tones to it. Um, and then we're adding some trees. So make sure you're sipping. Make sure you're sipping, you're playing some binaural beats, setting the mood and the tone right for more of a meditative state. And I'm gonna pause so this dries and you'll see me when I come back. And at any moment that you guys need to take a pause, this is why I do it in video and not live, so that you can actually hang out and do what I'm doing slow-mo. You can pause, whatever helps you. But the idea is just to relax, sit back, and have a fun Sunday. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, I mixed some gray with some purple. I'm just brushing this in. I'm just filling it in, guys, with different colors, making it darker in some spots. Also, we're adding a lot of tree branches and stuff. So this is literally just the background. You're going to want to wait for that to dry. So we're just adding depth into the background. Because then we're going to do some trees and it's going to make it look like it makes sense, I promise. So make sure you're taking your sips. And again, you can add any element anywhere. You can add clouds wherever you want. Um, well, I will say when you're done with your palette, like mine is an explosion of awesome colors here. I'm gonna fold this up, leave that out, and fold it over. And that can go rest over there in my garbage. Um, what you're gonna need for the trees is pretty much black, um, white, and yeah. So if you are like me that works on a very small space, make sure you're taking, we might leave some yellow and fuchsia. Pink might stay out too. So make sure that you're leaving out the colors that you need. Make sure that this is dry. You want this completely dry when we're doing trees. Um, Small, long brushes, medium, thin, round brushes are your best bet. And then we might add a fan brush in there. Um, we'll go up, we'll get there, but just be prepared. Make sure this is dried, and I'll see you in a few. Make sure you're sipping. Hey guys, hi, welcome back. Should have something that looks semi like this. We're just gonna use black. I'm taking a round, thick brush and tapping in. Don't worry, we're gonna add more branches. You could drum on it too. So I'm just taking reference from my picture right now, just if you're curious. I know it's a little, hope you can see. I'm going in with the fan brush. You just want to tap down. Fan brushes are really good for palm trees. And seasonal. So I'm going back in and doing some details because there's a lot of trees in my picture. And we're going to add more to this. Don't think this is done. Make sure you're sipping. We're still developing our trees, but do you see how what looks like the sky and all the pigmentations that you're like, I don't know if that looks great. Now you see how that blends in. We have a sky at dawn with the trees. So what, after this dries, what I'm going to do is we're going to mix some lighter colors, then plop it back into the tree branches so it's not just black. We got some depth and dimension. We have things make sense. Me likes my depths. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this to dry. And then we're gonna add more color onto it, but just in within the black. But you want the black to be dry. We're gonna use our fan brush, so make sure that is in the water. And make sure you're sipping. And I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys. I mixed some yellow. I want to dab everything. Oh, I might have storms by me. All right, dabbing up here will work. Kinda. Oh yeah, I got storms. I'm watching Storm Chasers. But we got storms here. You hear that? This easel is a pain in my tushy, by the way. Huge pain in my tush. Ooh, Odin's angry. So there you go, guys. A nice canvas of, blend that in a little better. It's popping out a little too much. You can go in and add more detail if you'd like. I think I'm gonna keep this as is. My eye has good movement, composition. It's like off there, but we got a sky with some beautiful trees. So guys, I hope you enjoyed doing this paint and sip with me, early swatching and relaxing. As we have a storm rolling in here. Sending each and every one of you love, like compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulders, be the lighthouses, seed your truths, light that path forward. Don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, and share if this motivated you to get inspired, motivated, get your imagination and your creative juices flowing. Please check out my website. The link is on my YouTube channel. If you would like to support me, I could use anything I could get right now in the world. Please, anything helps. If you would like to purchase any one of my paint and sip paintings, please email me. They're almost all. Almost. Not everyone is up for sale, because some stuff blows me away. But I hope you all enjoyed. And also, to close out, once you are done, you can always put Mod Podge or another varnish on top that seals the painting so it won't get ruined. So you could do that. You could do a lot of different things with your paintings. So make sure that if you would like to do that, make sure everything is completely dry. I hope all of you have a blessed and beautiful day. Please be safe with the weather outside. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for your support, your gratitude, and your love. Bye for now.